When the ancient Greeks came up with their definition of planets, they counted Earth's moon and sun as planets along with Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Interestingly, Earth was not considered a planet, but rather was thought to be the central object around which all the other celestial objects orbited. The first known model that placed the Sun at the center of the known universe with the Earth revolving around it was presented by Aristarchus of Samos in the 3rd century BCE, but it was not generally accepted. It wasn't until the 16th century that the idea was revived by Nicolaus Copernicus. By the 17th century, astronomers, aided by the invention of the telescope, realized that the Sun was the celestial object around which all the planets, including Earth, orbit, and that the Moon is not a planet, but a satellite of Earth. Uranus was added as a planet in 1781 and Neptune was discovered in 1846. Ceres was discovered between Mars and Jupiter in 1801, and it was originally classified as a planet. But as more objects were found in the same region, Ceres was considered to be the first of a class of similar objects that were eventually termed asteroids, star-like, or minor planets. Pluto, discovered in 1930, was identified as the 9th planet. But Pluto is much smaller than Mercury and is even smaller than some of the planetary moons. It is unlike the terrestrial planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, or the gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, or the ice giants, Uranus, Neptune. Charon, its huge satellite, is nearly half the size of Pluto and shares Pluto's orbit. Though Pluto kept its planetary status through the 1980s, things began to change in the 1990s with some new discoveries. Technical advances in telescopes led to the detection of very small, very distant objects. In the early 1990s, astronomers began finding numerous icy worlds orbiting the Sun in a donut-shaped region called the Kuiper Belt beyond the orbit of Neptune, out in Pluto's realm. With the discovery of the Kuiper Belt and its thousands of icy bodies, known as Kuiper Belt objects, or KBOs, also called trans-Neptunians, it was proposed that it is more useful to think of Pluto as the biggest KBO instead of a planet.